button, share this content, let that friend, that neighbor know where to go when it's time to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and beyond. That's including the ice wall. The new season is right around the corner, but the tampering, the legal sides of it is here. Cowboys news, free agency, frenzy, who will be next? Come on with it, Cowboy Nation. Stand tall. Let's get it. Yup. Ain't no party like a Cowboy party. But what about our Law Nation's Woo? From my studios to yours, making the uncomfortable comfortable is what it got to be. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on. All right, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Appreciate everybody for rocking with the nation. Without hesitations nor deviation to the matter, the Cowboys made some moves on the first opening day of free agency, and now it's a situation. Oh, put a 1 in the chat if the audio is straight. We're working out on some lot of details. I've been stretched out this way, stretched out that way, but it's going to work out one way or another in the best way possible. Trust and believe me that it will happen. It's just that the offseason is always a weird one. It's always a crazy dynamic too, by the way. But we're going to get there. Cowboys Nation, we're going to absolutely get there. Can't wait for us to talk about all of this. Yeah, everything is straight. So here's what we're talking about now is Trey Hendrickson, the money, the price point, the skill set. Do he have anything left in the tank? Will it be a situation whereas do we paint ourselves into the corner because he is 31 of age, right? And we do need help at pass rush. We did get Rashawn Gary, who's excited to be here. Can't wait to see his presser when he makes it in town. We did sign Jalen, not Tolbert, but Thompson, right? Another JT on his team, which is good, right? And then they signed their own guys or restructured some of the contracts like a Malik Hooker, to a degree Sam Williams. And the team, we're still in the hole with money, so we're going to have to restretch and rework out some more contracts to make more and more money so we can get the realisms of the people in here. And that all starts with restructuring. We are, according to Over the Cap, we are back in a negative about $11 million. So maybe, hopefully, we can sort out something and get that going and make it and move it to a better number there. But neither here nor there. Hopefully, something like that can stretch out and then we can see some more movements. But busting the budget, I don't think that we can complain as much as we did in the past with all of this. Why, Law? Why? Well, normally we be on the Gene Express, going on the yacht, traveling around the world. And normally they may be doing the Alaskan cruise. Maybe they be doing the Bahama cruise. But, it is for what it is at this point. So we got to make sure that what we doing now is feasible. Keep in mind, with just the little moves that we did, even though we may not be satisfied with it, but I'm okay with it. I'm excited with it. I'm the stirrer of the Kool-Aid committee, right? I'm not saying that you got to pick up you a nice glass, right? Put logos all over it and let Law Nation pour upon the Kool-Aid to you. But what I'm saying is basically is that we don't do these type of things, right? And put that butter knife down. Don't shank me with it. And pass me the spoon. Don't try to shank me with the spoon either. Come on with it. If you are part of the stirring of the committee of the Kool-Aid, if you have the emoji, put a spoon in the chat, man, because I want to know. And we ain't spooning now, but put a spoon in the chat, pause if necessary. Somebody said, Law, you talking about spoons and stuff, man? Well, I don't know, man. I need to go back and watch these other content creators, man, because Law crazy. But no, hey, we good. Perry Lock, we good. Appreciate you. Now we can go into the draft with a clear conscience, right? None of the moves that we made as of today is a situation and scenario that you say, hey, man, I don't need a Caleb Downs, right? I don't need a Sonny Noah Styles that makes fights, and on top of that, hey, man, I don't need a Dylan Thieneman, right? Let me see them spoons in the chat, man. Don't y'all be scared of putting spoons in there, man. Come on.
Are you shitting me?
Yeah, let me see some spoons in the chat, man. Y'all put some spoons in there, man, and share this content. And I heard that there's a hype button, so somebody please hype me up. I'm going to have to start having a hype session so we'll know whether or not somebody is hyping this up for me. Come on, man. No diabetes for me, yet I'm holding off temporarily. This is Angie. Yeah, but baby, this sucrose that we going to put in here, we going to have nothing but the real thing, baby. We going to have some real wild honey in this Kool-Aid, local honey, dare I say, and we going to be on the right sides of the table. Why is Jalen Tolbert still here? Because I don't know, Jerry loves him, bro. I feel you. Shout out to all of the spoons, man, because we gonna be stirring this Kool-Aid, baby. Look. If it all goes down the way I think that it will, hey, we gonna be all right. We're gonna be all right. And just for talking of that, there is a Super Bowl champ that thinks the same way. That all we need is basically to get the defense going. And here's what he said. And here's what he said just the other day. Let me see if I can pull this up. Shout out to Ed Too Tall. Absolutely,
Understand where you at on this whole spectrum of emotions following your team, because they're still your team. You still watching.
Right. Very frustrated. Going all the way back to when I joined the Cowboys, I walked into a good situation. Three Super Bowls my first 5 years. Then after I retired, a couple of years later, they back-to-back winners. 29 years. That's a long time.
That's a long time.
And I remember when the good old days when if you were in the NFC and had any intentions of going to the Super Bowl, you knew you had to come through Dallas.
You had to come through Dallas.
Well, we've lost that.
Yeah.
We need to get that back.
And thinking of that, you see how long that stretch of years, 29.
Yes.
It's been 30 years, 30 seasons, basically, that we haven't done anything here in Dallas since this man been working with the Cowboys.
And maybe it's your fault.
That's what I'm just throwing out. Since 1996,
It's my fault. I'm the jinx, not Jerry. It's my fault.
He's the jinx.
The sad thing is we haven't come close.
Yeah, close
We haven't
at
come
all.
close. We haven't looked good. And like now, to be honest, I'm not saying it because I'm a Cowboy fan, but I think we have the offense now to win it all.
Okay, that's where I want to stop at, man. And shout out to Ed Too Tall, man. The man is 75 going on 76. And he looked like he can be my age and is 45. Look, hey, Ed Too Tall, man. Y'all, look. Shout out to Ed Too Tall, man. I want to grow up and be just like him, man. I definitely do, man. Oh, my goodness, man. Let me know, man. The dude is literally finna be 76 years of age, man, and he moves around. I know he got the walking cane here and there when he take long steps or what have you, but the man is looking like he can still be probably Ebony Man of the Year or something like that, but neither here nor there. Giving the man his flowers, he said that, honestly speaking, I think that, he can literally see that this offense can be for what it is. Now, I know that we re-upped and we restructured Terrence Steele contract. I get all of that. Yeah, can he sit up? Man, I don't know, Angie. The man is 6'9", so he had to lay down in the chair. Man. Natural chairs is not built for Ed Too Tall, absolutely, So, but what I'm saying is basically, and what Ed is saying, basically, that defense win championships, though, because that's what's going to be the next stage of what he was going to say out of that. And I think that if the Cowboys can just get this defense out of the 30s, right, and maybe get us in the low 20s, and then work on next year to get us in the top 10, then, man, I'm all in. Now, here's the other part of it. A lot of things can change just like that. Why? Well, it is for what it is. Because now you're seeing Rashawn Gary here. Now you can start saying, okay, all right, we got a heavy on the secondary in this draft. We can shore up the back end. And this Jalen kid, Thompson, oh, man, he can play multiples as it relates to playing on top of the roof. He can play cover one. He can be the hybrid guy that can play the deeper thirds and also come down, hit field, and pursue. The guy's a willing tackler. He's not this guy to say, let me make this business decision as it relates to that. Now, my guy Clarence, he was just doing his job on asking, hey, are you frustrated in these sorts of things with the Cowboys on the 30 season drought? And my guy Ed Tutal was just saying in general or in theory that it was 29 years for him of the Cowboys being this high premium. Hey, if you going to play against the NFC, you better make sure that you know who's in that division. Oh, by the way, it's the Cowboys. I think that we lost some of that over the course of the last 30 years, but I think that now we can reclaim our time. Ain't this right, y'all?
Yeah. But defense win championships.
Come on.
We got to improve that defense. If we can somehow improve that defense, we can turn it around quick.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's the focus. You know, they got to improve the defense. Jerry said that they're going to invest on defense. Do you trust that they're going to do what it takes to improve that defense?
Say it one more time. Hold on.
Improve that defense. We can turn it.
Hold on. Say it one more time.
Because I'm a Cowboy fan, but I think we have the offense now to win it all.
Yeah.
But defense win championships.
Come on.
We got to improve that defense. If we can somehow improve that defense, we can turn it around quick.
Right.
Yeah. Well, that's the focus. You know, they got to improve the defense. Jerry said that they're going to invest on defense. Do you trust that they're going to do what it takes to improve that defense?
Well,
no.
That's a long pause.
That pause was longer than him. Hey, man, I can't stand that. I can't stand my guy Clarence. But why would he do that? Why would he mess that whole segment up? But do you guys now trust that this front office will improve this defense? Don't do a long pause for me, man. Don't do a long pause. It's a simple yes or no. Let me hear it. Give it to me, Cowboys Nation. Let's see. Oh, Geno Smith going to the Jets. Okay. Did Geno Smith already play for the Jets? Breaking news. What? They just musical chairs. I don't even know why that's even breaking news. Yes or no, man? Let me see in the chat, man. Okay. All right, I got DP says no. I wish they just put y'all nicknames back up here, man. No. Train says hell no. Seabass says no. Man, I'm all. Am I by myself? Okay, Jay says yes. Kind of. Okay, all right. Okay. No, not enough. All right. Well, let me ask y'all this then. As of present day, do you think that the 2026 defense is better than the 2025 defense? You know, I just want to know. There's a few yeses, there's a few nos, but we moving on. Because most of you guys are kind of in the middle on trusting this front office, on helping this defense. All right, so the next question would be, put a 1 in the chat if you truly believe that this defense, 2026, and we haven't even made it to the draft yet. This is good. Do you think the 2026 defense right now, with everybody assembled, can beat the 2025 defense? Is it better? And somebody says it's the unknown, and I get that.
Well, what I'm saying is that there are known knowns and that there are known unknowns, but there's also unknown unknowns, things we don't know that we don't know.
Yeah, man. Hell, I'm sitting here thinking like the Cowboys can have some breaking news like this right here. You know what I'm saying? Breaking news, the Cowboys just signed Law Nation to the team, and he will be filling in for some partial roles on defense. I'm not saying that I'm better than Kyrie Elam, but damn, we kind of like splitting hairs at this point. Nah, man, don't put me on this year's defense versus last year's defense. But I know for sure Anthony and Roy can play better linebacker than my guy Kenneth Murray. Right. I'm just messing with y'all. Different breed of coaching here. Yes. Heard the Cowboys are checking in on Woolen. All right, so here's my initial thoughts. Everything that we do this week is extra. I thought for sure that the Cowboys going to bullshit us a little bit. I thought for sure we was going to go down this talk track of just talking about free agent guys that we will sign. I didn't think that the Cowboys would sign anybody yesterday, right? Or anybody this week. So any signage that we do now is a plus for us. Let me say again, any signage that we did now is a plus for us, right? Now, here's the other thing. We stepping into the area of the unknown. Them damn Giants, they got Greg Newsom. They got some other pieces. They moving around a little bit different. Oh, they got a different philosophy, right? The Eagles, they are weakening right now. You know, they losing out on some players. I'm hearing rumblings and news that Jalen Carter there is on the trading blocks. Anything that can weaken the damn Eagles, man, it's a plus for us. The Washington team, they are still the Washington team. They got outbidded, outpriced on Alex Pierce. That's the good stuff for us. Hopefully, when it's time for them to draft, they'll go right in and say, okay, they draft a wide receiver, right? Some of these defensive players fall to us. So I'm hoping that everything stay afloat, because where we can get into our bag at is if we are being active on the first week of free agency, which is cool. I think that we don't need to put too much dip on the chip for right now. Let some of these prices go down and be still creative on your free agency approach. I was saying the other day to a few people about the Cowboys, and this could just be my philosophy and my theory of this, is that the Cowboys themselves, they're not bad at acquisition or free agency. Let me say my point. On this one. They're not bad at it. They're just too slow with it. The sense of urgency. So now, if we can just do a little bit of mixture, don't go too crazy now, right? Trey Hendrickson price is doing this number. It's going down. It's going down. It's going down. Yeah. It's going all the way down, you know. And as it goes down, you know, it's better for us because the longer he's on that market and he's saying, I want $30 million, we do know that free agency, for what it is, teams tend to overpay on the first week. There's no way in life that Jalen Phillips should get 30, right? With 5 sacks, right? And I know we ain't just looking at sack production. You got a lot to do with run stoppage and stuff like that. That inflates the damn market asking price, right? So if Trey Reps is saying, hey, this brother right here, it can get damn 30, and he never did double-digit sacks in his career, probably once. That's all my guy do. Trey Hendrickson is double-digit sacks. So we at least got to get 35, 40, right? And Danielle Hunter getting $40 million. That's crazy, right? But that's the going price. So the new price of doing business will be for premium edge rushers anywhere north of 35, 45, right? That's just how it goes. Unfortunately, that's the price of doing business now. Now, could we move and get other pieces into this mix? Are there other availabilities? Because I don't want us to get single focus in only on Trey Hendrickson, right? There are other premium guys that we can probably take a look at and who will be available for that. But it's just crazy that Jalen Phillips was able to get $30 million APY. And trust and believe, there's people kind of upset with that because it throws off the market when you just greedy and you say, well, I want this guy at all costs. I got some money in my bag. Let me just go ahead and get that. You know what I'm saying? So, and then it just convolutes everything. Unfortunately, that's the NFL. The two leagues that need to do away with damn salary cap should be the NFL and the NBA. I think that caps were good in the 80s, 90s, early parts of 2000, but since the explosion of media and the potential aspect of sponsorships and beyond of ways of making money, teams need to dismiss damn salary caps. I promise you. Or they need to reconstructure some things and get things better for us so we can see things in a better light, if you get what I'm saying, Cowboy Nation. So what we're going to do here is look at some of these guys that's on this list. Of course, the damn Washington team got better with Boye Mafe going to the Cincinnati for $20 million. Kwity Paye, he's now on the Raiders for 16 APY. And then these values of contracts, Jones, he's gone for 12. So Arden Key, he's gone for 10, right? And now whenever you start looking at these group of guys, hold on, let me draw it better. When you start looking at these group of guys all the way down, Arden Key, Kuntz, Kingsley, Robinson, Cam Thomas, shout out to the Thomas, Sam Williams, Dennis. Here's what it is. The craziest thing of it all. That's how much the kicker want to make. That's how much the kicker want to make it all. You know what I'm saying? And this is the realisms of it all. I'm not misleading anyone, by the way. Let those who have ears hear. It's no hype at all. This is just me reacting to the things that's here. This is not no hype conversation. If you really think about what I'm saying, I'm contextualizing everything, that I'm not misleading no one to this particular point. If you look at, if you guys can point out one falsehood or one thing that I said that's not real, then point it out. Put it in the comment box, because at the end of the day, the price of doing business, that's just for what it is. Jalen Phillips, Boye Mafe, none of these boys outside of health can say that they are better than Trey Hendrickson, right? So it is for what it is. So at the end of the day, either you're going to be here to listen to the words that's coming out of my mouth, or you're going to be complaining, Mills. This is what I'm saying is. So it's not bull sugar at all. So I'm going to say one more account to this, and then mods, y'all can throw them out to the wolves. Because at the end of the day, my truth is my truth, and one thing different from me, I can back them up with results, and I can back them up with conversations. There's nobody that can break down film better than me, that can produce more visual audio than me, because the record speaks for itself, baby, and that's just for what it is. Everyone has a reason, but results are what matter, and the results are that the Cowboys are moving differently than what they did in the past, and that's just the reality of it. It is not a situation whereas people got to sit back and make up falsehoods for anything. The reality of it is that the Cowboys, just the Cowboys, don't do these type of things. They be on the cruise around this time. Now, these are the available guys that's out here for edge rushers now. And you can try to say to yourself, man, if the Cowboys do sign Trey, that will help us out this way. But if the Cowboys don't sign Trey and then we roll into this thing only with Sam Williams, then what I would say is that the Cowboys might have to look at that edge rusher after the draft. You see what I'm saying? And that is the reality of it. You know, and the Cowboys, you don't have to be that desperate to go get any of these guys because these are the available guys. There's 17 guys that's out here on this list. And most of them still north of the age that you would like to see, right? Autry, he's too old. That's a long tooth. By the way, Gross Matos, maybe, just maybe. But he's still not the kind of caliber guy that you would say, hey, that's a needle mover. You could be better just waiting till after the draft, right? I don't see anybody. Marcus Davenport, been a journeyman. Cam, he's just as old as anybody else. So if that is the case in the scenario, you should or you could wait till after the draft. Now, is Chubb on this list? If I'm not mistaken, is he on the list or did Chubb get picked up by somebody? Because that could be another guy. Or do they classify him as an outside linebacker? They could classify him as that or as such. These are the guys that's available now. Dre Greenlaw, he's available. Bobby Okorike, he's out there. To a point, Levante David, I don't want that there. But if you bringing him in for some chip and salsa, maybe. But these guys, to me, that's out here, maybe, just maybe, these should not be week one guys as it relates to this free agency. You can wait down. You can wait until some of that price goes down, right? You can wait until literally a couple of more weeks from now, and some of those prices can go down. Jane Slater said the out is on Greenlaw. Shout out to the Laws. I think that in this style of when you really think of it, Greenlaw, I'm not dismissing Greenlaw. And I think that he will be good. Even Matt Milano, I like him too. We mentioned that on the Cowboys Collective just last week. What you got to do overall collectively is, to this point and to this degree, just wait a little bit longer. If the calling card is $10 million or $5 million more than what you're expecting to pay for, that price going down. Just keep in mind, you did enough moves to have your framework. Now, here's my other thought on Trey Hendrickson. Before we play some of the audio for 105 on some of their thoughts on some of the guys. A one-year deal could be damaging because of the simple fact you're looking at 35 to 40 million, right? And it's hard for you to prorate, spread that out. But what you could do is a 3-year deal, which would really be a 2-year deal. Add voidable years to the end of it. It sounds like 5, but it's a 3-year deal. You can spread out $35 million real easily. It goes not that much against the cap. But then you'll say to yourself, are you over-analyzing? Or are you understanding that you could be a pass rusher away? What you gambling on if Jerry Jones is the ultimate gambler that he say he is? You gambling on, man, that was a one-off. That was a one-off with my guy. He going to be all right. Oh, man, he's going to be available and all of this stuff. Because what you can get on the other end of that Let's pull them up right quick. What you're getting on the other end of that is 18 sacks. 18 sacks. He just played 7 games last season. He had 4 sacks, 5 assisted tackles, 11 solos, and 1 forced fumble. Didn't Jalen Phillips just have 5 sacks? Healthy. Let me say this again. Didn't Jalen Phillips just have 5 sacks? Healthy. And let me pull this up. Law, do you have any truth to this? Law, do you have any factual, empirical information to this? Yeah, let's pull them up right quick. And let me make sure. I could be wrong. My eyes could be mixed over here. He played 17 games, 819 snaps, 53 tackles, with only 5 sacks, 1 forced fumble. Now, we can talk about what he do against stopping the run and all of this stuff, but he just got paid $30 million. You see what I'm saying? So when we start talking about productivity and things of that nature, this kid never in his time playing in the National Football League experienced double-digit sacks, right? He never, or multiple forced fumbles and stuff like that. Things that you really want out of your edge rusher to be able to stop, contain the edge, and as well as be on the outside, control, cover, and hit. He don't do those things multitudes of times. So that's what I'm getting at, baby. So at the end of the day, if the Cowboys do decide to go take a swing at Trey Hendrickson, you can design the contract for it to be framed as, hear me out, framed as incentive-based, right? And you can do a contract to spread it out. But what you don't want to do is to sign Trey Hendricks for a 1-year contract and he goes out there and give you 15 sacks. And now you sitting there got to go back to the same conversation, right? But what if he signed his one-off Law, and he don't produce 4 sacks? Then that's what the incentive-based contract should be all about, right? Have the ability to move on from it without damaging yourself. And that's things that could all happen very much so quickly. Very much so quickly. Let's go to this right here. Appreciate everybody for rocking with the nation. I thank y'all so much. This is the latest on the linebacker search from what we heard from 105.3 The Fan. Shout out to him.
That we thought they were going to go after was Nakobe Dean. Did we maybe overrate that interest level?
I think so. This is one of those things where we've talked about this before. If you've got a former coach or a coach-player connection that exists, that usually means one of two things when you're talking about acquiring players. It either means they should be high up on the top of the list among NFL teams that would be interested in that player, or they would be at the very bottom. Because that pairing means that you definitely have more familiarity than most anybody else would. I think there's a natural affinity towards Nakobe Dean, but I also think that it would have to be in the right price range for them to.
All right, so we all know that they came close, but no cigar with that one. All right, let me make sure that I'm on the right page with this one. Okay, here we go. All right, so here's where I'm at. My bad, y'all. Hold on.
Bobby, let's get an education on Jalen Thompson.
Here we go,
27 years of age, has spent his entire career with the Arizona Cardinals. They took him in the supplemental draft out of Washington State.
People still use that.
In 2019. Last year, he played 15 games, finished with the lowest defensive completion percentage of his career, 62%, allowed 38 catches on 61 targets, 3 touchdowns, did have 1 pick, and 95 tackles.
And he was hurt a lot of the year, and he still played at a strong level. This is, I'm trying to think who it would be. This might be, man, scanning through my head, this might be the best safety they've gotten since somewhere along the lines of like Ken Hamlin or somebody like that.
God.
I mean, it's been a while since they've really gotten a safety who it's like, yeah, that's one of the like better ones in the league. He's not like a top 5 safety or anything like that, but I mean, he's a top 15 safety probably to me. I think he's really, really good. He's somebody who he's not going to be as much of a deep middle guy. He can do that. I mean, he can play center field. He can roam it a little bit, but where he's going to be most effective is sort of coming downhill, playing a little bit of the nickel. He played a lot in the slot last year. So he'll take receivers out of the slot. He'll, contribute down in the box. He'll contribute in the deep middle, but he is a really physical tackler. He's a really smart player. The whole BrainWorks line that Will McClay gave us from Christian Parker while we were in Indianapolis, Jalen Thompson's BrainWorks. He's a really fast processor and a little bit light for a safety. He's 5'11", 190, which is a little small for a safety, but he is a physical player. Pound for pound, he is one of the more physical players you saw on the Cardinals defense. Going to be good in run support and somebody who, as a
no doubt. I do like his skill set and his tape. Very good as it relates to his instincts, and he is mentally prepared for this. D in the chat states, would you trade for Miles if we go far this year? I mean, Miles just got signed last season. I don't think that he's even, or the Cleveland would want that to leave. If so, he would have been gone last year. I don't think that Myles Garrett is even in the conversation, right? I think all 31 other teams would trade for him right now if he's technically on an open market. 2 first-round draft picks, that probably would be the going rate, but they would want probably 2 firsts and more. They're not finna trade for Myles Garrett with just 2. And on top of that, with the Cowboys, I figure that we're going to be picking on the back end of the draft too. So you got to contextualize that. And on top of that, you always have to add in Cowboys taxes. There's always Cowboys chatter of our asking price goes up a little bit more because we talk too much, right? So you got to add all of those pieces to the equation. So in a short way, the answer would be he ain't coming to Dallas. If he come to Dallas, that damn what's that dude, the commissioner, he'll figure out a way to find him and suspend him for 2 or 3 games too, by the way, due to that speeding incident that he had with the tickets and all of that, even though it was removed, right? That's just how it goes. It's Cowboys versus everybody.
Zone defender in particular, I think, is going to be a big asset for them.
PFF is discussing the versatility. Last year, he spent 289 snaps at free safety, 320 snaps in the box, and 249 in the slot. So, Bobby, let's get in.
Yeah, that would be nice that we can see some of those productivities here. Being able to even still go into this draft to draft for Dillon, right? Or to go into this thing, still draft for McWarren. Or to even down the stretch figure out a way to get Kilgore. Those are other guys that you can see, all right, hey, they can help out this team from our youth, but they're going to still need guidance. None of these guys from a draft aspect will be ready, like real ready, right? None of these guys will be ready altogether. This is all a growing project. These guys still got to maintain their ability to learn the program, learn how to play in the National Football League. It's a lot of things. So when we think of guys that's like game day ready, day one, man, just kiss that goodbye. Kiss that ideology goodbye. And understand that if whoever you bring in, whether even if it's the AJ kid from LSU, or even if it's Bud Clark, or if you go down the draft, if it's Bishop Fitzgerald, any of those guys, is going to take some learning curves, some growing pains with that too, in order to fit right on in. But what the Cowboys did from this particular perspective preview is that they built a framework. You got a veteran safety. You got your veteran edge guys that's on this team, or interior guys, Quinnen Williams. Now that you need to pair up and match up and find your veteran linebacker, Who should that be? I don't know. And you keep these things surrounding, and everything else will work its way out. Deron Bland, feet, his bad. We need to see how he's going to fit in with the Christian Parker system. But you can still continue to say, okay, if I'm bringing and adding these pieces in, and I'm going to the draft, which is loaded at safeties and cornerbacks, then this is a great place for us. Because now at the 12th spot, you can still get a Mansour Delane. You can still figure out a way, if Mansour Delane is not there, a Caleb Downs. Dylan, one of them guys should be there. Avion Terrell, not at the 12th spot, but the 20th spot. Now you can start talking about, to the degree, a Gerald McCoy. A Colton Hood would be kind of like far of a reach or a stretch, but then you can start saying to yourself, if I'm looking at my board and I'm seeing multitudes of people which tags are touching, then there's no problem for me to trade back a few, still get the guy that I know that can ultimately help me out and figure out a way to gain a day 2 draft pick. Because this name of this game, without hype or fame, baby, I'm just saying, in this game, what you're trying to do is accumulate as much or get as many players you can in the top 100 or at least the top 80. These late round draft picks, man, look, don't lose sleep over that. Try to figure out how you can move up if you're on the latter end and try to get as many as possible. But now it doesn't look that bad. Why, Law? Because of the simple fact we at least addressed a Rashawn Gary in the free agency, a Jalen Thompson in his free agency. You get what I'm saying? Mesidor for Miami. Hey, shout out to Mesidor. Yeah. Well, he'd be like 27, 28 by the time. He's the Brandon Whedon out of this draft. Shout out to Mesidor, not to beat him up. But it is funny to know that he is pretty much a good prospect for the Cowboys as well at that 20th range, right? The next thought track of all of this, appreciate everybody, man, for tuning in. Let's see what we got here.
He's a really good player. I mean, they got, that is not just that's not just a signing of like, there you go, we signed somebody. You happy? Like I mean, that's a player that legitimately helps them. And I don't know how many people were totally aware of him because he was playing in the secondary for the awful Cardinals the last few years.
Well, Cardinals secondary and safety is Budda Baker.
Yeah, and Buddha's the guy now. But I mean, Jalen Thompson is such a. He's a really good player. I mean, they got, that is not just that's not just a signing of like, there you go, we signed somebody. You happy? Like I mean, that's a player that legitimately helps them. And I don't know how many people were totally aware of him because he was playing in the secondary for the awful Cardinals the last few years.
Well, Cardinals secondary and safety is Budda Baker.
Yeah, and Buddha's the guy now. But I mean, Jalen Thompson is such a strong, steady player. They definitely had circled him before the free agent process and made up in their mind, all right, we're going to pursue here and really address something that we need in a big way. And like I said, I think if he plays at the level that he's played at in Arizona, he instantly makes everybody else in the secondary better.
That's all we needed to hear. I would show you film, but I can't. The Cowboys, the hardest thing to wipe away would be what this defense did last season. It said mud is easier to get off once it dries. So is shit, right? It's easy to get up once it dries. And what we've been doing since last season is trying to get it up while it's still wet, and it just smears everywhere. I know my Mississippi sayings is crazy, but hear me out. No matter what we do until we play week 1, maybe to a degree get hyped up in preseason, which could be kind of crazy, we still had it smeared everywhere, right? And that smear, we literally in a room where somebody took a lot of fecal matter and threw it up in the sky, and it hit this damn ceiling fan, and it's all over the room. And no matter how we wipe, it's just everywhere, ladies and gentlemen. And the only thing that I can think of that can clean the smell up would be something of the nature of this. Let's talk about control. And first and foremost, I'm talking about control body odor, and that's anywhere. And all you have to do is shop.mando and get $5 off of your starter pack, and that's over 40% with promo code LAW, shopmando.com. Let's go. I use this body wash odor control, full body control with Mando. They have the product here, and they also have deodorant that you apply under the arm for 72 hours of odor control. You want to be in control. And speaking of control, they also have the product that you can apply all over the body, the invisible cream, and it also fights for 72 hours. Look, it's all about being in control. And with Mando, man, they control body odor anywhere. All you have to do is shop.mando, get $5 off your starter pack. That's over 40% with promo code LAW, shopmando.com. Let's go, and let's stay in control of your odor. I love it. Yeah, shoot. Yes, indeed. So stay in control of your odor, man, and at least have something to fight for up to 72 hours. The Cowboys need something like that, especially for what we seen last year. So if you cleaning up some stuff, man, and you working it out and it's still stanky, hey, man, you're not using Mando. You got to use Mando to get things smooth and keep it clean for all purposes. Y'all get what I mean, right? This is what Bobby Belt had to say upon, and we'll get to the phone lines in a few. This is what he had to say about Rashawn Gary.
I watched a lot of him from last year when everybody says he was so bad. He looks like a pretty good player to me. He looks like a Clowney D-Law, like he is a primary, really strong run defender. That's why I'm glad he said early in his career, because when he started saying he wasn't a very good run defender, I was like, bull, that is not what I saw. But then he ended up saying early in his career. But he's somebody who I think could win with some of the speed and some of the turn in the corner more often than he does. It's almost like he just doesn't trust it. But he opts for a lot of the bull rushing and a lot of the power play. We're talking about a guy who, when he was coming out of Michigan, he was 6'4", 277. He ran 4.58, and his vertical jump was 38 inches. And he had a 10-foot broad. His three-cone was 7.26. Like, I mean, he has 26 reps on the...
Hey, that word 10-foot broad, man. From where we at, man, them broads over there. Boy, he had a 10-foot broad, boy. Y'all better watch out.
French press. He is like a really, really strong athlete. He was number one on Feldman's Freaks list years ago. And he's got the tools to be able to do it. And you're hoping... somewhat Marcus Dixon's done throughout his career, which is maximize pass rushers. We've seen that.
Get him, Bobby.
Working with BT Jordan again, who he had trained with for several years, and then getting with Christian Parker. You hope that, all right, this is why you hired the staff, is to maximize players like that. But even if he's just the same guy he's been in Green Bay, he makes your defense better. He's a good player.
Right.
Were Seahawk fans excited about Tank last year?
No, I don't think they were complaining about it, but yeah. I watched a lot.
So that's a good point right there. Is we got this. There's so many people that hated on this kid before he even put on the silver and blue and the star on the side of the helmet. Just by him putting the silver and blue on the star on the side of the helmet makes him look better anyway. You know what I'm saying? That damn terrible green and yellow, it looked like honey mustard over rye. You know, a little mixture of spinach. It's crazy, right? So now we don't have to worry about that, because this guy's going to have the silver and blue and the star on the side of his helmet. And those who complaining about him and what he did and what he didn't do and his temperament and his motor, they will be the same, very much so, people cheering. I'm not saying that he's a double-digit sack guy, which he's not. I think he only did it once in his career, but he's been more productive. He have been generating a little bit more of a temperament than what Jalen Phillips just did, you know, and he's gone to $30 million APY and all of this crazy stuff. I'm not saying that you're going to pay that for him, but what I'm saying is, what I'm getting at is that the Cowboys, as much as we take a dump on the front office, this was a great acquisition for us, because now we got somebody that's hungry, a point to prove, and then we took a trainer that all of these guys fly into, right, to see, and we capitalize on that market. Don't y'all understand that? So now when these other guys trying to get reworked and stuff like that, they can't come. BT, can you work me out? Nah, man, I'm under contract, man. Yeah. I'm only exclusive to the Cowboys now, man. Hey, that's a damn smart move by the Joneses, man, because now at this point, people who want to get their rework done on their hand placement, elbows inside, tucked inside, there's only 2 specialists. Now, there's many out there. And both of the specialists named Brandon. Now, they both is in the state of Texas. Brandon Tucker, for those who don't know, he's my dog. He's my dog. You're right. We work on a lot of projects together. And now we got BT Jordan, who's signed under the Cowboys. So now we got it all in our house. And now we have the youth of Christian Parker, who probably thought of this and said, you know what, Jerry, you're a multi-billionaire, right? Yeah. And Jerry probably was saying, you know.
What's your point?
What I've said is, with this new staffing committee, they probably said, you know what, let's just put the money where your mouth at and let's sign BT Jordan to the staff. That means no other pass rusher is going to be able to get reworked on their refinery now. Hey, if I'm Jerry, I'm doing it for all of the specialists, man. Yeah. No one comes through the workout specialist but through me. You got to go through me in order to receive that. So, yeah. And if Jerry's smart, he might have to figure out a way to scoop up Mugaletta too. CFC, I see you, fam. So that's how I'm looking at it. On staff, on players, no. Just C-Bash 9-4. And here's another caveat that nobody's talking about. Marcus Dixon. It could have been just by chance because they had the Neil Hunter I think they had the Neil Hunter when he was there, or it could just be by chance that he's good when he was with the Vikings. I know Daniil Hunter went off to the Texans or what have you, but nobody in the 2 years that Marcus Dixon was with the damn Vikings, and we could be talking about that's a product of the other guys there, but from that D-line, nobody can step out and boldly say, throughout all of the league in the last 2 years, that we generated more pressure and sacks. That's Marcus Dixon's stat line. Now, guess where that's at, ladies and gentlemen? That's here. Roley said Patrick Queen, ? When I hear Roley, man, I think hey, my girl's trying to fight him, you know what I'm saying? And I can only think, and I'm just going to segue and I'm going to open up the phone line. My girl trying to fight him, man. She went on this show, and I need to have her on my show now because, you know, they stealing views, you know.
All right, so you saying
Roley.
So you saying that if it's money and belt on the line, and I got me a 2 or 3 month camp, you telling me that Roley gonna knock me out up in what round?
Roley gonna beat you. Yes, Roley would stop you. Yes, Roley would stop you. Yes, I believe Roley would stop you.
You are nuts, but I love that for you because when you don't know boxing, you just don't know boxing that well, and you don't know me that well. But I will say this: I've never went inside the ring with anybody and been just.
So can I ask you a question, Clarissa?
Here go my chin, hit me right in the. Come on now, did you not see the defense and the offense in my last fight?
Can I ask you a question, Clarissa?
Can you answer the question? Did you not see the offense?
Man. That's crazy, man. All right, let's get it.
It starts from the first phone call. Most of the time, you're going to talk to Gene Burkett, a 30-year partner. You're not going to talk to some employee that just got put on the phones that day.
There are things that are so crucial, especially if it's a cataclysmic event, to have our experts get out and look at the vehicle, witness statements, photos, the whole thing.
Call Frenkel first.
Chosen by the people, feared by the insurance companies.
Call Frenkel first.
No doubt. That's 214 and all threes, or 817 and every three that you can dial to reach out to our proud partners, Frenkel and Frenkel, personal injury lawyers, backed by a combined of 100 years of experience. If you can't dial that number, just visit FrenkelFirm.com for the #1 lawyers in the state of Texas to make and get the deal done. Personal injury lawyers, that's even if you slip and fall at your work and you hit your damn pinky toe at the edge of a coffee table and then you slip and fall. Reach out to our proud partners, man, and y'all know how that pinky toe. Woo, that stuff hurt. 657-390-7391 is my hotline for your mind, and I got the guy that's in here from the 210, Too Cool. Let me know, man, what's on your heart, man. What's you got for me, man?
What's up with you, Lo?
Hey, man, all is well. Can't complain. Chief, what you got for me?
Hey, so real quick, so based off the signings, it looked like a lot of the defensive ends and the Sonny Styles going to slide. So when you look at the linebackers that got picked up in by the top 10 teams in the picks, Edmonds and Lloyd and all them cats, I think Sonny Styles might be there at 12.
Let me look at Tankathon again and rework it. All right, so boom, 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 boom. Mock draft, go to NFL. Give me 1 second here, Chief. So you might be on to something, because just like the Washington team missed out on Alex Pierce, meaning that they're back into the wheelhouse of looking for a wide receiver. And I hope they don't find one. Maybe they draft a wide receiver. So let me see how Styles can fall. Now, Tankathon got Styles going with the Giants. Talk to me. Why would the Giants not draft?
Edmonds went there. So
he
when
just
you look
went
at
there.
Giants, Robinson, Edmonds went there. Robinson just went to the Titans. So when you look at the Giants right now, the Giants have no number 2 receiver.
Facts. Carnell Tate could go there. Yeah.
Yep. Carnell Tate could go there. But again, look at everybody thought Jeremiah Love was gonna go to the Chiefs. When the Chiefs just picked up Walker. So now when you start looking at this, the most important thing is to pay attention to is the offensive linemen. The offensive linemen are the ones not being signed right now, which points to, see, we've been thinking that these defensive ends and no receivers, only one receiver was going in the top 10. Now you start moving the board around. You can get Kenneth Walker all day if you're the Chiefs, but you gotta have some linemen. So they didn't bring back 2 of their offensive linemen, which almost
they got Caleb Downs. They got Caleb Downs going to the Chiefs.
Yeah,
now they did just get rid of
offensive tackle.
Well, they just got rid of their guy, right? What's his name? McDuffie, right? So you're right. If Downs goes probably before Styles, then you're making a strong argument that Styles can fall.
The only team I see, the only team right now, based off everything that's happened so far and transpired in free agency right now, the only team that I can almost say that without a shadow of a doubt that I think takes Sonny Styles before us is the Saints, because they had that long time DeMario Davis is gone now. Like, the only team right now that I truly see taking a linebacker before us is the Saints, based off how they have went into free agency so far.
Let me just break down this list for you to tell you where everybody went and let you, because this mock draft, this is just one that they did, right? And then maybe I can run some what do you call that word? Simulate some on my end myself. Simulator. Yeah. So Mendoza, Reese went to the Jets. Francis went to the damn Cardinals. They got Jeremiah Love going with the 4th overall pick to the Titans. Styles, they got him going to the Giants. Spencer Fano going to the Cleveland. David Bailey going to the Washington team. Ruben Bain, he drops all the way to the 8. Go ahead.
That's what don't make sense to me. The Redskins picked up a end the other day. Who did the Redskins just pick up as a defensive end?
They picked up the kid that I kind of liked. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me pull them up right quick. But keep talking while I'm pulling it up.
And Deebo Samuels. Deebo Samuels is gone. Deebo Samuels is not there. Which again, you kind of got an okay running back, because if anybody pick a running back, to me, it's probably Commanders either go running back or receiver with the 7th pick. They have to.
They went up, got Owe. They went got Owe.
Yep.
Yeah,
so you tried to do running back by committee this year. It didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
You need that bell cow. So to me, Jeremiah Love and or Tyson from Arizona State slides up there because Debo Samuels is a free agent unless they bring Debo back. But that's what I'm saying. So now we got to start paying attention to the offensive side of the ball, and then what were they picking at on the defensive side of the ball? It makes no sense to bring Trey Edmonds in there and then bring Sonny Styles in there. You need a number 2. It makes no sense to go pick up the kid and let him play defensive.
Well, let me ask you this then. Bailey. Yeah, because we did, like, in my opinion, the other piece that we probably looking for now, because we got our edge guy, we got our safety guy, right? The other piece that we might do, because we probably not going to double dip on those spots until like after the draft. So you're right. If we can't find a damn linebacker before the draft, then Styles is got to be the number 1 choice, right? But then from his productivity, do you think that by him running that fast, do you think that team's going to say, you know what, 2 tears in the bucket, we want you to just run after the quarterback? What you thinking on that, though?
In the end, I think Sonny Styles, before he leaves the NFL, I think Sonny Styles will be a man, put his hand down in the dirt. I see Sonny Styles as a Michael Parsons, but a big ass Michael Parsons and more athletic Michael Parsons. Because you really just don't know what you're getting. And when you bring somebody like the defensive line coach that we just brought in, let's just say that we get him.
Right.
We can put him at off-ball linebacker, but down could he put his hands down in the dirt, and can he teach him how to swim? Can he teach him how to get off the block? Those are some of the things that you got to take in consideration when you get him and you want him to put his hands in the dirt.
Yeah, you're right.
But and like I said, now the other night on the collective, I literally said, what do you do when Bain is there, Styles is there, and Downs is there, right? Foots was like, we're going to block them. No. Because now when you start looking at it, it's a possibility right now that Bain is there at 12, Sonny Styles is there at 12, and then I'm going to go off on a limb and I'm going to say this, Law. I do not think Caleb Downs is the first safety taken in the draft. I think Caleb Downs will be there at pick 20.
Woo, boy, what a change of a turn of events here, bro. If that the case in the scenario, right, and I've seen crazier things drop, right? I've seen Aaron Rodgers' face get longer than Jay Leno's, you know what I'm saying? When he just sitting in the green room and they tapped him on the shoulder and said, hey, come over here and get some coffee or some Kool-Aid or something. You need to chill out just a little bit. So players that people think that's high in the draft can drop, and based off of like recency biasness, you know, bias. Boy, I'm telling up words. Bias. Based off of that, by him not doing any workout stuff, people could say, you know what, because people do overanalyze, right? And they would. I think that it could be Dynaman being the first safety being gone. You're right.
So that and then right. So look at cornerbacks. Like even right now, Tyreek Woolen is the number 1 cornerback right now in free agency. Still hasn't signed yet. So they're going to get cheaper corners right now, which again leads me to believe that somebody in the top 12 will take a flyer on McCoy than they're willing to take with Downs. Not that Downs is not going to be good at the nickel and at safety, but they need the corners. When you're looking at the cornerback market right now, the top of the market right now on the defensive side of the ball for defensive backs right now, they're not being signed right now. Woolen is still out there, which lets somebody say, hey, why go sign him to a $20 million per year deal when I can go in here and I can get Monsain Delay right now as the Bengals right now.
Yeah.
Or the Bengals say, why bring Hendrickson back when I can look and see Bain might fall to me at pick 10. So some of those players that we're thinking is not going to be there, I'm telling you, they're going to be there at 12 and 20. I think Caleb Downs, not that he cannot play. If Caleb Downs does not run the 40, I believe Caleb Downs starts slipping in the draft because he does not run that 40. If he run the 40, I think he can go top 15. But if mark my words, if Caleb Downs refused to run the 40-yard dash at Pro Day, he would not go in the top. He would not be a top 18 pick.
Oh, no doubt, man. Man, it's good. Always great having this conversation, man. You stretch my mind with this one, man. I'm gonna see what I can do. But I am seeing. Go ahead. Cause we got some breaking news. We got some news. Yeah, go ahead.
And what I don't want, and I want everybody to understand what I'm about to say. If you're going to bring Bland back and Bland's going to play outside, that's where you got to put Bland at. If Reed's going to come back and he's going to play outside, do not waste this draft. Do not waste the first 2 picks on a DB. I want the Cowboys, if they go get Sonny Styles, I want the Cowboys in the 5th round to go get Lorenzo Styles and bring Lorenzo Styles Jr. 4.28 in the 40-yard dash, and he played the nickel. He played that slot cornerback really well at Ohio State.
He did.
They need to bring him in. He played that thing really. He might not have interceptions, but ain't nobody catching on him.
Yeah, that damn bloodline, man. I always mess with that, man. He already got the bohemian stuff in it, man. Appreciate you, man.
1,000 down. That's what we got. All right, hey,
no doubt, man. How about him, man? That's my guy, Too Cool, man, a.k.a. Ocho Cinco. Man, we got some breaking news, man. Yo. Shout out to everybody, man. Thank you, everybody, for jumping in and tuning in to this. The news states here that the Cowboys, pure sources, Todd Archer and them, states that the Cowboys have restructured Kenny Clark contract, turning the $11 million roster bonus due next week into signing bonus to open up roughly $8.8 million. So we got money. I like it. I used to have pros. Oh, my bad, wrong. Oh, my bad, wrong show. But that means that when we start to contextualize this, and there should be some other restructurings as it relates to contracts by Friday, we about to go get somebody, man. Look, Cowboys said, man, I hear you, Law, man. I hear you, man. I heard people still trying to tell you that you selling Kool-Aid. And, hey, I got a spoon for you, Law. So put them spoons in the chat, man, because I'm finna stir up some doggone Kool-Aid right here. We about to sign somebody, man. You just don't move this type of money around just to sit on it. You move this type of money around so that you know for sure, okay, Quentin Williams, we got Osa Diggy-Ozua, and now we have Kenny Clark, which they said that they was going to do anyhow. Even though they slow to the punch, at least you guys are applying some type of pressure to get these boys up off of their rear ends so that we can get things in and pause if necessary. But let me see them spoons, man. Come on, man. Come on, man, wrong button. But y'all, let me see them spoons, man. I need to see some spoons in the chat. Now you anti-spoon, and then you just hush your mouth right now, because I want to be crunk right now. Shoot. Hey, y'all give me what I'm saying. I got my brother from another mother, no other. Don't look like Danny Glover, but keep it cool with y'all. I got from the 206 here in the mix. MJ, talk to me, man.
What up, Law? How you doing, brother?
Man, doing great, man.
Law Nation out there.
Yeah.
I just did a mock draft.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, they said Ruben Bain to the Jets, David Bailey, Texas Tech to the Cardinals,
right?
Sonny Styles to Tennessee, Jordan Tyson, wide receiver, Arizona. He one of the best receivers to the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
Caleb Longmore, offensive tackle to the Cleveland.
Okay.
Orville Reese, linebacker to the Washington. Cornell Tate, wide receiver to the Saints. Kenyon Sadiq, and they will do that. Kansas City, that tight end to Kansas City. Jamar McCart, cornerback to the Bengals. Okay. And then Mansour Delaney, cornerback LSU to the Miami.
Okay.
So, and then your player is there. So the guy is there. So the guy that's there, Jeremy Love, Caleb Downs. You got Peter Woods, McCoy Lemon, Monroe, Keldrick Fall, Dylan Thieneman. That's the safety I like.
Yeah, Thieneman, yeah.
Terrell Clemson.
Mm-hmm.
So you can get either one of them. So they're going to be open. But I had a trade as an offer came in, Cowboy Nation.
Oh, you did the trade. Okay. They said they calling you Marv Kuiper, baby. Come on, Kuiper. Come on with it.
Law, Detroit offered the 17th pick and the 50th pick for the 12th pick.
Okay. Who's that 17? All right, now hold. Before you do it, you do it.
I'm gonna do the trade off.
Wait. Get your hand off the trigger, man. Come on, man. Don't do me like this, man.
Okay.
All right. So who you got available right now?
You got Jeremy Love.
Okay.
Caleb Down. Francis McGola, the off tackle from Miami. Peter Wood, D tackle Clemson. Makai Lemon, wide receiver USC. Monroe Philly, Georgia. Then Kendrick Falk, the Oregon. Dylan Thielen, the safety. Spencer Fano. Then you got Avion Terrell. You know, you got a few people.
2 tears in the bucket, man. You only live once. Do it. Make the trade offer right now. Let's see. And if Dylan is still there, then we gonna have a party. If you get swiped, if you get no Caleb Downs nor Dylan, then we in trouble. All right. So let me see what you got. Let me see what you got. Make the trade. Make the trade.
I made the trade off.
Okay.
So Caleb Down went quick.
Damn.
Detroit came for Caleb Down.
Oh, Detroit looking good. Oh my God. Come on with it. Damn.
Detroit came for
that damn Detroit. What pick did they have? They had the 15 or the 16, right?
They gave us the.
No. Oh, okay. Detroit. You traded with Detroit. They moved up and they went and got. They said a sucker's born every minute. I guess we were the sucker.
We were the sucker.
We were the sucker.
They got Caleb Down.
But.
Oh no.
Oh, who we got in 17, man? Who we got? Come on, man.
They took the safety gone. The Oregon safety left too.
Damn. So who
That's
we got?
The one I wanted.
Yeah. We all want. We want one or the other.
You got Avion Terrell.
Shame.
Damn, MJ. You fired on your first day on the job, man. You fired on the first day of your job. Who had you? Who?
You got King Masada, y'all was talking about.
Hell, are you talking about Mazador?
Yeah. You got P.J. Allen left.
Well, he's going to be there regardless.
Coach in Hood. That's the corner I wanted anyway. I wanted Coach in Hood.
But he ain't no damn Downs nor Diamond. So we lost. So what valuable lesson we learned there? What valuable lesson we learned today?
If you better go on and take the pick.
Just take the damn pick.
Just take the
Man, I love you, man. I appreciate you for calling in.
What I want to say though, real quick, hey, Cowboy Nation, the DN we got, he played good run D. He's big, strong. He hustle. He's not lazy. He's gonna get you about 10 or 12 sacks with the skinny guy. And the guy kind of, even though we be talking smack, you know what? The guy got so much talent. If I get this guy to play like he's supposed to, Sam, he get to play that outside linebacker, that guy to end up. That's why he's talking about money bag. You see what he said?
Yeah.
He thinking he's gonna get 15 sacks, y'all.
Man,
I gotta see this. If that guy get 15 sacks,
who you talking about now, man?
Sam Wills. Sam think he can get 15 sacks. I'm serious. He get to play outside linebacker. He ain't got to play. He get to go chase. And he run a 4-4, y'all.
Yeah, used to. But I appreciate you, man. Sam, my guy, too, by the way. But, yeah. And Mona Lisa was a man, too, by the way.
And one more, y'all.
One more.
That safety changed the whole game plan for the Cowboys. We never had a safety like this.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you, man. Us picking up Jalen Thompson bet not push us away from drafting Caleb Downs nor Diamond, right? It just for what it is. So Kenny did restructure for those who just not tuning in. It is 2:14. I only have room for like literally one more caller. I really appreciate y'all so much, but I got to run like OJ. So the first time, the one that when he got away, when he was doing those commercials in the airport and stuff like that, I got from the 979, and that's my guy DP. Talk to me, man. Talk to me.
Hey, man, they say the
best for last. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
So now, in all seriousness, I know you said you got to run, so I'll make it quick. I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place when it comes to this 12th pick now, since they just got the guy from Arizona. So I mean, but I guess I would say if Styles and Downs are both there at 12, I would probably go with Styles, just because, I mean, especially if they don't make any moves at linebacker. And what's the guy that was too cool? I think shout out to him. He did make a pretty good point that there's a possibility of Downs dropping. So but if Downs isn't there at 20, then I would go with the guy from I think he's from Toledo. The other guy,
yeah,
that I think they got him ranked like the second best safety. I would definitely go with him.
Damn, that's what I should have told MJ to do with that 17th spot. Just go ahead and get McWarren, right? Yeah. So, but then you just miss out on so much. But we'll figure out, because we have McWarren, and then he still had the 20th pick, and then he would still had that 50th pick. But neither here nor there. But neither here nor there. We better be not playing around with fire. But keep going.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Yeah. 100% with you on that, because for me, Hooker, he's getting older. I think he's gonna be 32 next year. So I think that they need to have a safety for the future, somebody that could possibly take over that role. But I definitely think that they need to address the linebacking group. But the last thing I'm gonna say, I saw a lot of people yesterday was I guess kind of like going out about Trey Henderson. He ain't all that, blah blah blah. My thing is, me personally, I want to win at all costs, and I would like to stack the deck in our favor. So, and I'm pretty sure that if Trey Henderson was on this team, he would be the best player on that defense with regards to Quentin Williams, I guess you could say. So I don't understand why people wouldn't want somebody like that on the team. Now I get you what you don't want them for $30 million. I can get this for 1 year. I get that, but I think getting somebody like that would definitely benefit the team a lot. So, but as always, Law, I appreciate you giving me a chance to speak, man. You take it easy.
Man, thank you, man. Good call from you, man. And I appreciate you, fam. Good call from him. Thank you, everybody, man. We had over 15 people waiting to get on the phone, man. My bad, y'all. Charge it to my beard, man. I know y'all want to get y'all in. Blame Mar for having that long mock draft thing. And my apology. I keep calling him Mick Warren. Like I'm with the belief, man, we should abolish all damn hyphen names. Just pick a damn last name. Whether it's McNeil or Warren, dog, which one is it? Let last names be last names, man. So if anybody got hyphens on their names and stuff, if you're a lady and you want to still acknowledge the name, the last name that your father gave you, and then you get remarried and you want a hyphen, you ain't finna put no hyphen around mine. No, if your last name is gonna be Nation, it better be Nation. You know what I'm saying? Look, all of this hyphen stuff. let me leave McNeil Warren alone. But damn, pick a name. Pick one. Are you the McNeils or you the Warrens or you the G's? Where the Warren G's at? Yes, and Seabass, we need to write a letter to the damn YouTube community, and they need to give the people the right to have their nickname up here instead of their damn username. I'm tired of seeing underscores in here. Seabass94, Ice Cold, Cowboy 7, all of this stuff. Daniel, was it Darren _Posey? YouTube! Let's get away with all of these damn hyphens and dashes, these usernames. Let these people have their creative names again. Yeah, let's have creative names again. That should be the name of the plan over here. But I appreciate y'all so much. For those who just now jumping in for the breaking news, Kenny Clark restructure his contract. We got new money, $8.8 million. If you don't think that's a lot of money, just send me $8 million. I promise you I will hush. But neither here nor there. I think that the Cowboys will utilize this money because they're talking about busting the budget. So when the Cowboys, if y'all can go to thecowboys.com, if y'all can go to the Cowboys website, social media pages, and just put busting. You know what I'm saying? Bust it. Bust it. You know, they keep putting bust it everywhere. So whenever they open up their eyes and they see on this content creation side, hype them up with busting it. You come on with it. YouTube is confused. You know, I hate that about this part of the conversation, that YouTube is such like that. But I thank y'all. Shout out to everybody, man. There will be more and more. I should have been ready to drop that JT film, but be sure to know that it's coming soon. And we're going to bust down that film. The word of the year is going to be busting. You know what I'm saying? So get used to it. Bust it, baby. Bust it, busters. Come on with it. No pause is necessary because everybody in this chat love busting. Let me know if I'm lying. If you are, then, you know, I don't like busting. Well, get out of here. You know, we only want those who's willing to love to bust with us. Come on with it. Yeah. And bring the spoons. Yeah, 2 shots. I see you, fam. Just bust a move. We gonna get t-shirts made that says, bust it, Cowboys, you know. Or should it say Cowboys busting it? And then throw budget in there. At the end of the day, the name still remains the same. Cowboys. As I'm reading the beautiful comments that's down there. We doing something different. Don't let anybody confuse you. Don't let anybody get in the way of your intel. Don't let anybody confuse your mind. If you got a guy in this draft that you love to see on this team, draft him. But damn it, make sure that you bust down the film. Make sure that you bust down the tape. Make sure that you bust down the knowledge and information. The name of the game is from here on out for all of 2026 in the mix. We busting. We busting all the way into the Super Bowl. Damn it. I don't give a dog about those who say, well, every year I blame these guys, Law Nation. I blame these guys, the hyping up this and hyping up that. What we supposed to say? We gonna bust and lose, or we gonna bust and win? So I want us to be thinking these things all the way through. Christian Parker had nothing to do with his team last year, and the year before that, in 30 years and 30 seasons. Damn, the kid is only 34, so he was only 4 years old. 4 years old when all of this tragedy started. So let's get it down. Like Tatiana. Bust it down, baby. That's what we gonna do. But if you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep, if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad that you don't get tired, and it makes you hold everything tawdry and cheap, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it, if you'll gladly go out there and sweat for it, fret for it, or bust for it and lose all terror of your mind, if you would simply, just simply go after the things you want with all of your capacity, strength, sagacity, with faith, hope, confidence, and stern pertinacity. If neither cold, poverty, or the famine shall feign, or the sickness of body or brain can turn you away from the things you want, if dogged and grim and besieged and beset with the help of Almighty, you will bust it, baby. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're busting with nothing but... Hold on. Pause on that one, though. Shit.
I wake up, flex, I'm down now. No drip this, tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch, tell them run it up. I wake up, flex, I'm down now. No drip this, tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch, tell them run it up. 9 out of 10 through my hands, I'm by my lonely.
By my lonely.
Turned to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me.
Come on.
I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies.
Yeah.
Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me.
Yeah.
I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady.
Yeah.
The
Shout
first
out
one
to you.
in, the last one out, can't call me lazy.
Yeah.
Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ and
come on, baby, let's get it.
I wake up, flex, thumb down that check. No drip this, wet. Tell 'em run it up.
Come on.
No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I
bust.
Tell 'em run it
Yeah.
up.
Hey.
I wake up, flex,
come on, let's
down
bust
that
this
check.
budget, baby.
No drip this, wet. Tell 'em run it up. No
Bust
sleep,
the budget,
no rest.
baby.
Might crash, might wreck. But first I
bust, baby.
Run it up. Y'all gon' make me take that trip way out
to the draft.
I call up Nigeria, come through in a hurry.
Yeah.
Those London boys don't come to play, you should get worried. One false move, find yourself, they getting buried.
Yeah.
Dance with the devil, used to love playing those games. Made some bad decisions that brought my mama pain.
Not mine,
I made
baby.
a promise to her, swore that I would change. I'm on the come up, bet I
there you
live
go,
up to
Gina.
my name.
She said,
I wake up,
law.
thumb down that
Yeah.
no drip this.
Tell them.
Run it up. No sleep, no rest.
Until next time, if we offended anyone, charge it to the bus, man. Not my heart, baby.
Wake up, flex, thumb down that check. No drip this. Tell 'em run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I
bust.
Tell 'em run it up.
Hush your mouth. Hush your mouth. Hush that beak over there too, by the way. We getting on up out of here, man.
Damn.